Hey guys, it's Shadow here from HDVoltageGaming, and we're going to be playing a bit of Assassin's Creed today. I'm starting up a new LP on this game. You might think a bit weird of me to do this, probably because Assassin's Creed Revelations is coming out. Literally, wait no, it's already out. Sorry. I know, I'm getting it here, probably at Christmas. Maybe a bit after. But I thought I'd just do the original Assassin's Creed, sort of pay homage to it before. Just, you know, when new games come out, people tend to forget about what came before that. So I thought I'd play through the original, just to see, so people see the difference. There is a bit of, I did have a bit of technical difficulties here. The Xbox controllers kept turning on and off. There was a bit of a loose connection between the dazzle and the TV, but it all gets sorted out fairly quickly. You can see there's a bit of flickering and all that, but it's okay. Alright, starting off here. See, okay. Technical difficulties continue. These won't happen again. If they do happen again, I really do not want them to. Alright, this is sort of the opening scene. I really don't need to say anything. I'll probably stay quiet during this entire first episode because it's very dialogue heavy. And you probably want to be able to hear, so I'm gonna probably be a bit quiet. Probably won't have to even talk, which is good, because I'm not very good at it.
I can't anchor him to the memory. Too much psychological trauma. He's rejecting the treatment, retreating.
Okay, I think about now, someone is talking. I normally record my commentary with the video sound off so that my sensitive mic doesn't pick it up, but I might, you know, I'll put it on a bit.
Recognize that what you're seeing isn't real. Just a picture of the past. It can't hurt you.
There we go.
Damn it, it's not working.
Give it a moment, Miss Stillman. He'll adjust. The first time is never easy.
Okay, yeah, now I can hear what they're saying, but I don't think you guys can. Which is good. This gives me the advantage.
We need to pull him out. Now.
I'm gonna try and not commentate over too many of these scenes, but this is a bit.
We're going to try and bring you
it's not exactly very important. It's just sort of they're trying to initialize the character Desmond Miles, which of course is probably, if you've ever heard of Assassin's Creed, you probably know who that is. He's trying to. Right now, we're just trying to adjust into the body of our ancestor Altair.
Bastards!
But it doesn't seem to be working because we've gone to
Saved my life?
a memory that's a bit too active or whatever. And we're going to be sent back a couple of memories. I'm going to go through the tutorial and I'll probably commentate over that, so
Why are you doing this to me?
You have information we need, Mr. Miles.
Information? I'm a bartender, for Christ's sakes. What do you want me to do? Teach you how to mix a martini?
We know who you are, what you are.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Don't play coy with me. There isn't time. You're an assassin. And whether you realize it or not, you've got something that my employers want. Locked away in that head of yours.
But I'm not an assassin. Not anymore.
Yes, your file indicated as much. Something about an escape. Most fortunate for us.
What do you want from me?
For you to do as you're told. The Animus will allow us to locate what we need. Once we have it, you'll be free to go.
I am not going back in there.
Then we'll induce a coma and continue our work. When we're done, you'll be left to die.
Some stuff around.
Truth be told, the only reason you're still conscious is because this approach saves us time.
You're insane.
So what is it, Mr. Miles? Live or die? Lie down. A wise decision.
Whoa. Where am I?
You're inside the Animus.
Which is...
It's a projector that renders genetic memories in 3 dimensions.
Genetic memory.
Seems you'll need a bit of a tutorial. Very well. We'll start simple. What is a memory, Mr. Miles?
Okay, the dialogue is over. What we're going to do now is we're going to enter a tutorial level.
The event.
Just so I point that out.
sure.
They're going to say as well, but I don't
What
care.
if I told you that the human body not only housed an individual's memory, but the memories of his ancestors as well? Genetic memory, if you will. Migration, hibernation, reproduction. How do animals know when and where to go? What to do?
That's just animal instinct.
Now you're arguing semantics, Mr. Miles. Whatever you call it, the fact remains. These creatures hold knowledge absent the requisite first-hand experience. I've spent the past 30 years trying to understand why. I discovered something most fascinating. Our DNA functions as an archive. It contains not only genetic instructions passed down from previous generations, but memories as well. The memories of our ancestors.
And the Animus lets you decode and read these DNA files.
Precisely.
But there's a problem. This is the specific memory we're trying to access. Unfortunately, when we try and open the memory, your mind withdraws. You lack the confidence to step into your ancestor's body. That's what happened earlier. You got knocked out of the target memory and pushed back to a more stable state.
Why?
It's your subconscious. It's resisting. We've found similar reactions among patients who undergo hypnosis to relive traumatic events. They can't jump directly into the specific memory. They need to be eased in. Even then, there can be problems.
So how do we fix it?
We find a memory you can synchronize with, and we move forward from there. You'll get used to it. This is the closest we can get, so it's where we'll have to start. I'm uploading the tutorial program now.
Warning. Data stream unstable. Attempting to restore synchronization. Hello, Subject 17. This tutorial has been prepared in order to better acclimate you to the Animus's control
Okay,
system.
here we go.
Instructions will follow
As you can
shortly.
see, I don't even need to say it.
The
We're going into the
synchronization
tutorial
bar
now.
represents how
This is the
easy
loading
you are
screen.
with
You
your
can kind of
ancestors'
mess around with
memories.
your
If you
character.
ever fall completely
So
out
it's
of
pulling out the hidden
the
blade and
Animus
sort of
will
messing
restore
around with
you
that.
to your last
Got the short blade out,
synchronized
throwing
position.
some knives.
You are currently dangerously close to desynchronization. Please follow all
Okay, I think the dialogue is
forthcoming
over for
instructions in order
now,
to
in
restore
terms of them
system
two characters.
stability.
I'm gonna...
The Animus utilizes a puppeteering concept to control
It's a
the
very
actions
simple
of your
tutorial,
ancestor.
don't really need to show it, but for new
Subject
people who
needs
are
to validate
new
your
to the
body's
Assassin's Creed games, I
adaptation
might
to
as well
the
show it.
Animus. We will begin by exploring the default actions of each input.
Synchronization is basically your health bar. But instead of dying, you just desync with Altair and just leave the Animus. You can restore your sync or health
Good.
by doing stuff.
Now use your empty hand to walk
This is
through
basically
these
telling you
dark
the
areas without causing
way
them to
the
drop
Animus
what
works,
they're
which is actually
holding.
completely
Proceed
useless.
to the marker to continue the synchronization process.
Yes. Pressing Y will let you use vision. You can use just sort of go into FPS mode. Or FP, not FPS. And you can just look at stuff.
Well done.
Basically look at these people and then you get more health back.
The Animus differentiates between two fundamental actions.
It's just basically a way of them
Low-profile
showing you how
and
to do the
high-profile.
tutorial while also
Low-profile
going with the story and
actions are
how you are
socially
synchronized
acceptable.
with Altair.
High-profile actions.
Here,
are
basically hold down B
action-oriented.
and walk through these
Hold the
people. You
high-profile
can't, if you're holding down
button to
B,
see how
then you
your
won't knock
heads-up
them over.
display changes the contents
I don't know,
of
I've
the
never
puppeteering
ever
movement.
failed this, it's pretty impossible.
Excellent.
If you're not a complete spaz-tard. There you go, just run into that little white flashy DNA piece of crap and then you're done.
Actions. Grab and throw this individual onto the marker by using the empty
High profile or
hand
low
button
profile,
in
basically
high
hit the
profile.
right trigger, or the right bumper, or whatever, depending on what kind of
Good.
control scheme you're using. And then you switch between So you can run with the A button, and then when you're in low profile, you blend.
Sprinting is useful to escape from
It's pretty
soldiers
simple.
or to get closer to a fleeing target.
Hold the right trigger, you also go
However,
into attack
be
mode.
careful not to bump into anyone, for you can lose your balance.
We're gonna
and
do
tumble to the
attempt a
ground.
high profile
While
action right
sprinting,
here. Basically,
hit
just
the
gonna
marker
grab this guy
before
and
this
chuck him
man
on the
does.
ground. Throw it on the ground like a boss.
Well done.
And that guy just sort of lies on the ground like an absolute failure.
The Animus will also provide other important information. The social status.
Yes,
icon gives
right
you
trigger
information
and
on
hold
your
A.
social status.
And then you
The
run,
different
basically.
states will be explained in context soon. This icon appears when a soldier is looking at
Yes,
you.
running into people
Yellow
makes you
color
fall over.
means the
Pretty
soldier is
simple
either
stuff here.
unaware
We're gonna have a
or
little race
suspicious
over
of
here
who
with
you
this
are. To
knight
illustrate
guy.
the change in awareness level, you will
very
stealth
hard to lose this
assassinate the
race then,
soldier.
unless you somehow end up
First,
running in the
lock
wrong
onto your
direction.
target. Now, select your hidden blade. With your blade selected, walk up to the
Alright,
soldier and
this is
assassinate
where
him
the game
by
mechanics
using
come
the armed
into.
hand
You can
button.
see in the top left corner there is sort of like a triangle blade sort of thing. It's kind of like a shuriken actually. There you can see it's on the screen now. That shows you there. Yellow means they're looking at you, but they don't really care. Here's a way of explaining the change between the yellow and red. Yeah, left trigger. I'm playing this on the Xbox, of course. Alright, we're gonna assassinate this guy, and then a buddy of his is gonna come over, see he's dead, and then he'll become... he will... I really need to explain it. This was the tutorial for.
Will likely
I'm
provoke
gonna
an
assassinate
armed
that
response.
guy. We become
Provoke this
anonymous for a
soldier.
second. His buddy comes over. Right now he's looking at us like he doesn't really care.
Notice how the
But he sees
social
his buddy's
status
dead, and he's
icon
like,
has
there's only
changed
one guy
to
here.
exposed.
He's obviously the guy who killed him,
Use
but I'm
the
gonna
ladder
stand here
and
anyway.
try to break the line of sight.
And you see, it flashes red now. Makes a little noise, which is very
The
annoying.
line of sight has been broken.
And we're gonna
Now,
provoke
run
him
into
into
the
fighting
roof
us
garden
by,
to hide
I don't know,
from the
jumping in
soldier.
front of him, I guess.
Good. Your social status indicates that you are hidden, but the soldier is still looking for you.
Alright.
Wait until
Something
your
you normally
social
don't want to do in
status
the game, just
changes
provoke
again.
soldiers randomly. You can sort of just sprint next to them and they'll see that as you trying to run away from the body. Basically just run, well,
Well done.
just run
The
into a
soldier
wall
has
and you'll
lost
start
your
climbing
track.
it if you
You
can.
are now anonymous.
Alright,
You can
yellow
exit the
flashing
hide
means
spot.
we are being chased, but they can't see us. The red was, of course, we're being chased and they can see us. Blue, sort of flashing colour, means they're still trying to chase us, but we are hidden and they cannot find us.
Which you can use to hide.
After a while, they'll
However,
give up. You can
You
see here.
must always break the line
say
of
something.
sight first, and then use a hide spot to vanish.
Alright, he's got better things to do other than avenge his dead friend. Nice. And then it changes to the Animus logo, which means we are now anonymous. Everything is back to normal. Of course, if we return to the area, it would go back to being watched with
Let
the
us
red
continue
flashing
with the
thingamabob.
demonstration of blend. Blend can be activated with the passive use
Staying
of your
anonymous is
legs.
obviously the best thing to
You can
do.
mimic a scholar and pass
Here are
through
some
soldiers
examples of the
without
places
arousing
you can sit
suspicion.
down and blend in with the
Use
people on the
this to
bench.
reach the marker behind the soldiers.
We can jump in a haystack. We can hide whatever that thing is, but they're everywhere apparently. And then there's scholars, which of course wear the same white robes, the symbol of the assassin. And if you go up to them, press blend, you will walk
Good.
around with them for a short period of time. Alright, here is the
You are
blend
fully
tool.
synced. A new
You
ability
can
is
see we are
available to
spotted,
you.
and
Referred to as Eagle Vision, this sixth sense helped your ancestor understand the intentions of people around
basically you pretend to pray, and then I'm
him.
spazzing out a bit.
Done.
I'm just gonna walk past them casually, and we're gonna get to the marker. It's a very, very simple tutorial. Doesn't exactly help the combat aspect, but you'll pick that up eventually.
Remember, Eagle Vision
This game
will
is
only
quite
be
difficult
available
for
once you are
newer
fully
players.
synced.
If you've played it a couple of times before, it's
Please
fairly
note that
simple.
following the Assassin's Creed, your
Alright,
ancestors
here
who
is
have
the
life
sixth sense
will
of the
assist you in
assassin, the
staying
Eagle
in
Vision.
sync. The Creed consists of 3 tenets.
Okay,
First,
here
never
we
hurt
go.
an innocent person.
Let's go into this.
Second,
Okay,
always be
white symbol
discreet.
means they are an informer, or
do
a
not
source of
compromise the
information.
plan.
Yellow being they
Should
are
you
our
lose
assassination
something,
target.
You can
Red,
restore
they're a soldier or an
synchronization by
enemy.
living
Blue,
components
they are
of your
a
ancestors' life.
just sort of
Or
casual
acting
person.
the creed.
Not exactly
You have
too important, of
successfully
course.
completed the
They're also
tutorial.
hiding spots. So.
The most stable memory block will now be loaded.
Ways to regain health, of course. You can also just stand around and you'll regain health. Of course, following the Assassin's Creed. Sound has come off.
There must be another way.
Playing game.
This one need not die.
Here we go. Huh. I had no idea what they were saying then. Okay, here we go. We are getting into the actual game now. The tutorial's over.
Not fortune, skill. Watch
Once again, we're on the same loading screen. Probably my favourite load scene of any game, ever, because you can actually do stuff. Something that's not normal in loading screens. Normally in a loading screen you just sit there staring at the TV like, why is this not going faster? Now you actually get to do stuff. You can run around, pull out your blades and hit mid-air.
Only that it's done.
But this is not the way.
My way is better.
Here we
Our
go.
scout ahead. Try not to dishonor us further.
What is our mission?
It's a bit dark in here, so you probably want to turn the brightness up on your screen.
That I should be honored to have been invited.
The Master believes the Templars have found something beneath the Temple Mount.
Treasure?
I do not know. All that matters is the Master considers it important. Else he would not have asked me to retrieve it.
Alright, glitches. When you see the sort of flash of DNA strands come on your screen, just tap a button. And you'll view the scene from a more cinematic perspective, rather than just your regular third person. I'm going to be doing this for every scene, just to make it, I don't know, a bit more fluid. Alright, so we are in Solomon's Temple, a quite historic area in the world. I'm not too sure if it's actually real or not. I'm not too good at history.
That must be the Ark.
The Ark?
Right now we are looking for a very specific treasure in the temple.
There's no such thing. It's just a story.
Then what is it?
This is the beginning scene, so we're not going to be doing too much, a few basic things. We get free control for here, so we're going to do a bit of parkour, run across here. Yeah, apologise, it's so dark, but I cannot control the brightness of the game.
Robert de Sable.
Anyway, we're going to climb up this ladder casually.
No.
See a guy here, we
We
want
were
to
asked to
assassinate him.
retrieve the treasure and deal with Robert only if
I wouldn't
necessary.
recommend running here, you might accidentally hit into him. Tap X and
I'd say it's necessary.
assassination.
Discretion, Altair.
And then us three are going to casually
That man
walk
is
over
our
his dead
greatest
body.
enemy, and here we have a chance to be rid of him.
You have already broken 2 tenets of our creed. Now you would break the 3rd. Do not compromise the Brotherhood.
I am your superior, in both title and ability. You should know better than to
You
question
can
me.
see those are the glitches, where it sort of just flashes on the screen with some animus stuff.
Hold, Templars! You are not the only ones with business here.
Well, this explains my missing man. And what is it you want?
Blood.
You know not the things in which you meddle, assassin.
Okay, we're gonna sort of casually go down the ladder here and try and assassinate Robert de Sable.
Holy land is lost to him and his.
I hope I'm saying that.
He should flee now
I hope
while
I'm
he
saying that
has
right.
a chance.
He's a Templar, which Templars are the enemies of the assassins. They both strive for peace in the world, but they the gist of it is that they try and force it upon people, and we want to teach them it. That's what the assassins do. And we're gonna attempt to assassinate him. Of course, then Malik goes and like fucks it up by like punching us in the arm before we can run up to him. We probably would have. I was presuming we would have actually killed Robert if Malik hadn't fucked us up. So yeah, but I suppose you go through a life journey, and that's what the game's based off. But I think the game should just end it there. not saying that the game's bad, I'm just saying it could have easily have been shortened there. Alright, here's a little obstacle course. I think this is just showing all the different ways you can get up to places. It's fairly simple. This is probably the quickest route I can think of. So we'll just jump across. And then you get my favourite bit in the game. Right here, where you can just sit in fire and put your clothes in fire and they don't burn. I just love that. You can just sort of sit on fire.
Altair, you've returned.
It just doesn't.
Raoul,
It's just like, yeah, I like to sit on
good
fire.
to see you unharmed.
And what?
I trust your mission was a success.
Okay, well, this is basically
master
everything
in his
explained in the game, so I'm going to go through what I'm going to be doing in this game.
My thanks.
Going to be saving all citizens in the game.
You as well.
So that's in every town. There are no citizens to save in the overworld map, so yeah. And all viewpoints in every town, every district, and in the kingdom. Of course, this isn't going to mean anything to people who have never played Assassin's Creed. But collecting all the viewpoints in the town, in the kingdom overall, which is the overworld, is an additional memory, but I'm going to be completing that one just because it's the easiest. Collecting little flags I'm not too bothered about. It's not exactly something I really care about. I ain't going for all achievements here. I might do a guide to collecting some achievements that are pretty simple. I think a couple of them is like collect, I don't know, all the viewpoints in. I know there's plenty. There's achievements for each town, and collecting all the viewpoints and all the, even all the viewpoints. Definitely for all the saving all the citizens in a town. I think it's called hero of insert random name for town, like Jerusalem or whatever. And that gives you achieve. I think it's about 25 gamer score, or not sure how much that is on PS3. Anyway, we're going to return to Masyaf Castle, the home of the assassins. Of course, if you're playing Assassin's Creed Revelations, this is the starting area where Ezio is dragged through.
He returns
And
at
you have
last.
to run back down, something
Where
that
are the
hasn't.
others?
Masyaf Castle
You ride
only
ahead,
being
hoping to
shown
be the
in
first one back.
the original Assassin's
I
Creed,
know you are loath
and
to
has not
share
been
the glory.
revisited for nearly 300 years when
Silence
arriving
is
in
just
Ezio.
another form of a sin.
Ezio's timeline.
Have you
There's a
nothing
nice
better
little
to
view
do?
of the castle there.
I bring word from the master. He waits for you. in
Alright,
the
yeah,
library.
each one of these episodes is probably going to be about,
Best hurry.
and
No doubt
I'm
you're
just
eager
showing
to put
the
your tongue
Assassin's
to his boot.
Creed symbol there on the
Another word
flags.
and I'll put my blade to your throat.
There'll
And you
be
can
plenty of
assassinate
time
anyone
for that
basically in
later.
the entire game, be it civilian or not, but it's not very good because you actually lose health for that. And here's this absolute dick.
It is an honor. The master.
Alright, each one of the videos for Assassin's Creed is going to be about half an hour, at the very least 25 minutes, which is the length of this one.
Altair,
Probably because there's a lot of content to do in this
tell me of
game,
your mission.
and you know there's a lot to do and a lot to
I trust you
explore,
have recovered the Templar's treasure.
a lot of
There
things
was
to
some
do. So I want to be able to
trouble
cover as much of it as I can
Robert
per
de Saba
episode.
was not around.
In the castle, you
When
can
does
not
our
use
work
any
ever go as
weapons.
expected? It's our
The
ability
only
to
weapon,
adapt
the only
that
place
makes
you're
us
allowed
who
to
we
use
are.
weapons, of course, in the training
time it
ground,
was
which
not
we'll
enough.
get into
What do you
in
mean?
episode 3
I have
now.
failed you.
I know this because I've
Treasure?
already pre-recorded 2
Lost to
episodes
us.
and I'm commentating them
And
over now.
Robert,
Escape.
We're now returning to our master, Al Sim.
I send you, my best
Right here.
man, to complete a mission more important than any that has come before. And you return to me with nothing but apologies and excuses.
I did.
Do not speak.
Alright, I'm gonna shut
Not
up
another
now.
word. This is not what I expected. We'll need to mount another force.
I swear to you I'll find him. I'll go in.
No, you'll do nothing.
Alright, this
You've
is
done
the
enough.
last scene of the episode, so I'm gonna leave it here. I'm gonna end the commentary. I'll let you guys just sort of hear the cutscene.
Not
Be sure to check out HDVoltageGaming for more
Malik,
I still live at
LPs and
least.
other stuff by many of our directors.
Gone.
Not just LPs, we've got
of you.
lots of content.
Robert threw me from the roof.
Also check out my
There was no
personal
way
channel.
back.
I'll probably
Nothing I
start
could
uploading
do.
some stuff to that later.
Because you would not
Anyway,
heed
I'll
my
see you
warning.
guys later. I'm going to
All
leave
of this
the
could have been avoided. And my
whole
brother-
cutscene to you guys. See ya.
My brother would still be alive. Your arrogance nearly cost us victory today.
Nearly?
I've what your favorite failed to find. Here. Take it. Though it seems I've returned with more than just their treasure.
Master, we are under attack. Robert de Sable lays siege to Masyaf's village.
So he seeks a battle. Very well. I'll not deny him. Go. Inform the others. The fortress must be prepared. As for you, Altair, our discussion will have to wait. You must make for the village. Destroy these invaders. Drive them from our home.
It will be done.
Fast-forwarding memory to a more recent one.